It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. In this game, we'll see the Utah Jazz against the Minnesota Timberwolves. For the Timberwolves, they seem to be tapping into their full potential more and more as the season moves along. I think lately, we're seeing a more accurate picture of who this team really is than we saw in the early part of the season. And with a few moments here, we've seen a lot of coaching turnover. When you played, Shaq, what did you like in a coach, and what set the good ones apart?
Well, my coach had to be a triple OC. He had to be over calm, over cool, over collective. Especially with all the media whirlwind in L.A., Phil Jackson is that guy. He kept things cool and collected in the locker room. He was a triple OC.
Triple OC, almost like a triple OG. But I'll tell you, great coaches have great relationships with their players. And those relationships go far beyond basketball. Most great coaches would talk to you 20% basketball, 80% life.
Triple OC, 80-20. Good stuff. Good stuff. Happy to be here with you two guys. It's very deep. Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Thanks, homie.
Good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got the Minnesota Timberwolves facing Utah. And, of course, Kevin Martin. He is still out of the lineup.
Kevin, he got injured a few games ago, and it's been tough without him.
And we've seen what a different team they are without him on the floor. I mean, it has not been nearly as cohesive a unit as when he's there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Minnesota. In the backcourt, Rubio and Muhammad. Towns is out there with Garnett, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. No good on the triple. Very strong start to the career last year. Andrew Wiggins out of Kansas just 1 year with the Jayhawks. Came out strong early on, and Clarkie never slowed down.
Yeah, found his stride early and just kept strutting his stuff right to the tune of Rookie of the Year.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Following the three-point attempt by Andrew Wiggins. Shot clock at 2, and he gets the bucket.
And they get the first bucket.
And they'll hope that sets the tone at the offensive end going forward. It doesn't always work out that way, but better to start fast than not.
Well, Wiggins won the Roy last year, and really deservedly so. He was the only favorite to win it, led all rookies in scoring, and wasn't really close. Put up almost 17 points per game, and he shot the ball from the perimeter far better than most thought he would.
Now, here's Rubio. He's coming off a 16-point game against Oklahoma City.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
Hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on with the dunk like that.
Rubio dishes to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Wiggins drives it low.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Can. Ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio. And it's time for a look at our rookie leaderboard to see which rookies have been the most dangerous scorers in the league over the last 10 games. Take a look at Doc, top 5 scorer in the league. What a player he is.
That's just an impressive scoring run. And guys, I don't think he's done. He's got a lot more where that came from.
Yeah, let me tell you, you better believe he does. I mean, he has a deep reservoir of offensive skills that are just now being fully tapped.
Here's the monster. A 20-point game for him in the win against Charlotte.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Rubio with a wide-open look. Bounces high off the rim and drops. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here is Doc. An 11-point game for him in the win against Charlotte.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Stolen by Rubio. Dishes it to Towns. Wiggins outside. High, arcing shot. Utah with the rebound. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
How about the rhythm they got into offensively there? There's no doubt in my mind what the result was going to be once they started to click.
Really impressive, partner, because they simply put it on cruise control.
Rubio against Gobert. Rubio outside. Towns sets the pick for Rubio. Here's Garnett. No good. Hayward with some nice deep. Utah leading by 4. Here's the monster. And the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game. Shoots the 3. Again, the miss by Hayward. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Pass to Rubio. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Well, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Sam Mitchell. Doris, what's the news?
Thanks, Kevin. He talked about the challenge defensively, going up against a team that can really execute. He said they're a team that makes the most of every single possession. They won't settle for tough shots. We have to make them take difficult shots, contested shots. Guys, let's see if they have what it takes.
Thanks, Doris. So keeping the opposing shooters in check, guys. They're making that a very high priority right now.
I think that's smart. I mean, you have to identify what your opponent's strengths are, and he's done it correctly.
Yeah, I think so, too. I mean, if you let their shooters get even a tad comfortable, you're playing with major fire there. That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Kicks to Towns. Here's Garnett. Makes it off the glass.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
And Gobert kicks to Hayward. Passes it to the monster. Here is Doc beyond the arc. And that one's good. Doc's got 7 points.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass it.
And Rubio kicks to Muhammad. A steal. And they're pushing it up. And here we go. Here is Doc. He's got 7. And the pass to Silk. It's tipped. Rubio with it. Wiggins outside. From downtown. Rebound, Utah.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Pass to Silk. They get a hand on it. Here's the screen. Hayward from outside. Hayward missing again.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And Muhammad kicks to Rubio, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easily.
Right you are. I mean, that's turnover number 3 already, not the way you want to start a ball game.
And Utah making a change here. George is checked in. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Minnesota. And a first time out of the game called for Utah. And in an era where so many guys take the money and run, Gordon Hayward did the best he could to live up to his new contract. Clark last year, a 4-year max deal signed heading into last season.
Yeah, and the way max contracts work nowadays, even the upper mid-tier guys are getting a trend that will probably continue, at least in the near future. I don't like it. There are only a small number of guys that are really max contract players in the NBA.
Lyles checked in for Silk. Minnesota also making some changes. Jang, he's checked in for Towns. Zach LaVine comes in for Muhammad. And Miller's subbed in for Ricky Rubio. The monster passes to Lyles. The dish to George. Nice ball movement by Utah. 6 to shoot. 16 feet away. And he hits the jump shot.
And when you get back to Hayward, last year his points per game were way up. But really impressive, his shooting percentages. His shooting percentages were way up. That's a big step forward, I believe, in his development.
Utah leading by 6. Here's the monster. Pass to Lyles. And stolen by Pekovic. Wiggins outside. The feed to Pekovic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Pekovic has got his first basket of the night.
You know, on the topic of whether Hayward is a true max prospect, he did some things last year to at least argue that he is. He was stronger, a lot more aggressive going to the rim. His defense improved, too. He'll need another year of development like that to silence the doubt.
And stolen by Wiggins. He feeds it to Jang. Ball's knocked loose. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Looking at the Timberwolves, let's see where they rank in the NBA statistics right now. 4th in opponent points per game, 7th in points off turnover. And they're a top 10 team in three-point shooting.
And you go back to their ranking in opponents' points per game. Teams just can't seem to put runs together against them. You get a bucket here, a bucket there, but that defense, it just wears on you.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Rodney Hood's checked in for Dow. And Stockton subbed in for the monster.
Hey, for Zach LaVine, the dunk contest last season was just coming out public to the world. He put on a show that everybody in the NBA was buzzing about.
And for LaVine, he's dunking. If you saw him in college or last season, you knew he was a very special player in the air.
Well, LaVine can be one of the great all-time dunkers with his height and ability to lift off. He gets airborne so effortlessly that there are few that can match his power and finesse once he's airborne.
And he makes both free throws. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Last time they met was in Minnesota, where they beat the Timberwolves.
Their last game against this squad, they won out thanks to some big contributions from the bench.
A total team effort. And I think the starters enjoyed a chance to be able to step back and relax and enjoy how the bench plays.
And stolen by Jang, pushing it up. Here's Wiggins, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
The officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Utah?
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jump.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
He's good on the second.
Well, it didn't take long for us to see just how explosive Andrew Wiggins can be in the air. I mean, had a handful of huge dunks throughout the course of the season. He's going to make a lot of posters during his NBA career.
Nobody near George. There's Wiles. Out to Hayward. Stolen by Levine. They push it up 4 on 3. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel.
And checking out some numbers for Andrew Wiggins. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up about 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Sure, you know, most guys would be satisfied with that stat line, but he's built for more.
Feeds to Hood. It's up a 3. Wiggins with the rebound. Well, Greg, you're right. It's clear to see with Wiggins. He is already fearless with his dunks. He'll go right at any big man with impunity and finish over.
Yeah, and I think people knew he was a special dunker, but they didn't know how aggressive he would be in attacking the basket. That's where he surprised folks.
Here's Stockton following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. There's a good screen. Stockton passes to Wiles. He dishes it to Hayward. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they'll turn it over. He could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Teams value the 3 so much nowadays. Let's check out the best at it.
This team takes smart three-point shots. That's one of the reasons, Kevin, they're amongst the league leaders in three-point percentage. They don't just hoist up crazy threes. They get quality looks from behind that arc.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just became very difficult to come by.
And ironically, their play wasn't that bad. It was just their shot making that went AWOL.
Here's Levine. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Now, here is George. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Jang against George. Jang dishes to Levine. He kicks it to Pekovic. The jump hook. Bank shot. No good. Utah has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Hayward can't hit.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
Hood kicks to Hayward. Stolen by Levine. Miller, no luck. For Utah, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Passes it to Wiles. Here's Hood, covered by Wiggins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wiles, and he jams it with authority.
He gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
I tell you what, he's lucky on that one that he got away with maybe not picking up a tee.
Outside for George. On the 3 off target. Timberwolves trail by 3. On the wing, Miller. Back to Wiggins. Connects on the 17-footer. Wiggins has got 10 points. Stockton. If that misses, would have counted had it gone in. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Utah leads by just 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And the guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
You always like it when your team doesn't settle for outside shots, and that's been the case here early on.
Yeah, I agree with you. They've done a nice job, Greg, working it low and not taking the easy way out on offense, keeping that pressure on the defense by going inside.
We've got Hood, the monster out there with Doc, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Silk, and at the power forward position. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. The pass to the monster. Shot from the wing. Good. Lamonce's got the first basket of the second quarter for Utah.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
They set the screen. Dishes it to Jang. Kicks it to Levine. Pass to Towns. Timberwolves passing it around. Lock at 6. It's deflected. Towns with the steal. Up top, Jang. And it's blocked. And now Utah fast break. Here's Doc. Minnesota with the rebound.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Now, here's Rubio. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's the monster. The dish now to Gobert. Here is Doc. He has 7. It's deflected. Gobert recovers. Gobert with the pass to the monster. Misses off the left iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Pass to Dang. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Rubio outside. The feed now to Levine. The baseline J. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Here's the monster. He feeds it to Gobert. Pass to Silk. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one is on Towns.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
That free throw, no good. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Gorgie Dang. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's Rubio penetrating. Here's Hood. Looking for his first basket still in history. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Utah shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Rubio outside. Feeds it to Towns. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but you saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
Utah leading by 5. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. On the pass to Doc. Here's the monster. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Muhammad.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Here is Doc. He's got 7.
How did he get that one over the top of him? He's given up a lot of inches in that matchup, but you wouldn't know it after that throwdown.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Muhammad, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. There was a time when the media had written off Shabazz Muhammad as an impact player. We showed last year he belongs in this NBA.
Yeah, certainly did. I mean, he improved in every facet of the game, and sometimes we tend to write guys off a little too soon, Kevin. The media in general, not you in particular. He's been a big-time performer for the Wolves.
Good on both.
And for Muhammad, it's weird that so many fans have given up on a player just after his rookie season. I mean, he's vindicated anyone who stuck with him after his slow rookie start.
Here's the monster. He's got 9. Pass to Silk. Down low. Here's Hood. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And for Muhammad, a lot of it had to do with the hype he got in college, coupled with his age situation. So when he struggled, people were too quick to write him off. But he has showed he can ball.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. Good on the second free throw.
And guys, as many rookies do, Rodney Hood hit some major bumps in the road last season. And he came in with the reputation of having an NBA-ready jumper. Yet only hit 41% of his shots. He had that foot injury that kept him out for a string of games. However, it really all came together for him in April, the last month of the season.
And getting back to Hood over the last 7 outings of the season, he put up 20-plus points a game. He also, Clark, raised his shooting percentage to 45% from the field, 91% from the free throw line. Pretty impressive numbers.
Well, he was drafted to be a scorer, Kevin, and you're right. Very impressive. If he can do that consistently, that'd be nice value for the 23rd pick. How about Wiggins? Listen, he has 11 points and a steal. I'll tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
And he would have stood out just on the script of the defense. But how about offensively? He's been clicking there as well.
Here's Levine. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's the monster. 4-point game. Passes it to Silk. Gobert, the screen. Inside, here's the monster. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. The Monster's got 9 points now in the quarter. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's Levine. Garnett dishes to Towns. It's blocked. Here's the monster. He kicks it to Gobert. And the pass to the monster. Nice ball movement by Utah. Rubio with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
On the wing, Wiggins. through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Utah calls timeout. Ricky Rubio Clark, one of the most highly anticipated international players in recent memory to come into the NBA.
Yeah, he's got an awful lot of flash and substance to his game, and after much haggling and negotiating, he was finally allowed to join the Minnesota Timberwolves in 2011.
A different look for Utah. George is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle comes in for Silk. And Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Hood. Timberwolves also changing it up. Nikola Pekovic comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Andre Miller is subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Here is Doc. He's got 7. That drops. 14 points for the Monster.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Miller gets to Wiggins. He dishes it to Towns. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. Them both.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Here's the Monster. 14 points for him. Hayward on the wing. Takes a 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Towns. For Utah, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Here is Doc. He has 7. Right side George. 5 to shoot. Here's the Monster. Utah the rebound. Knock the pass to the Monster. In the corner, it's Hayward. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
And, guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
So it's Minnesota now after the basket by Utah.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
The Monster passes to Doc. Here's the Monster. Towns comes with a double team. Pass to Wiles. Here is Doc. Covered by Pekovic. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Jang, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Doc. Rebound collected by Levine. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Miller. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And Andre Miller, a virtuoso floor general. He has been by far the career leader in assists among active players. Over 1,000 more assists than the next guy on the list, which is Chris Paul.
Getting back to Miller last year, he was 16th in the league, which is pretty remarkable.
Yeah, a couple of things happened, I thought. He slowed down a little, and he was playing behind John Wall. That led to the fewest minutes per game of his career, and the rest of his stats kind of followed suit.
Here's the Monster. He's got 14. Pass to Wiles. Uncovered. Connects. The jumper drops. Wiles got 6. Timberwolves trail by 5. Jang, a screen. To the paint. Here's Pekovic. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Utah calls timeout. And last season, an injury-filled one for Nikola Pekovic. Played only 31 games before he was sidelined. Clark with an Achilles injury.
Yeah, he wasn't even playing quite up to par before the injury, Kevin. After shooting well over 50% in each of his first 4 seasons, he dropped to under 43% last year.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Hood comes in for Doc. And Stockton subbed in for the Monster. He's clobbered. He'll get 3 shots at the line.
And on the subject of Pekovic, last season was another difficult step back for him physically. At some point, one wonders if his whole career becomes in jeopardy. It just takes so much effort to keep coming back.
No good on the free throw.
And guys, I, for one, can relate to what Pekovic is going through. I mean, it's not easy as a big man to get those injuries to your legs. I mean, you're carrying a lot of weight and force around. I mean, let's hope Nikola finds a little more luck going forward as far as the injuries.
And the second free throw, good. And you know, Gordon Hayward was involved in one of the more fascinating NBA draft stories. It started after his father confirmed that Gordon would submit his name to the draft, but would not immediately hire an agent.
Yeah, reportedly, Dad created a highly detailed 2-page questionnaire that he gave prospective agents, which is not something that's typical.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Kicks it to Wiggins. Miller with a screen on Hayward. Levine dishes to Miller. And there's the feed to Wiggins. Kept alive. Pekovic. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Hayward. 5 points in the game. Here's Hood. Dishes it to George. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And on the topic of Hayward hiring an agent, it was reported that the questionnaire was just the beginning, and that prospective agents also went through quite a grilling in addition to that. You talk about a thorough process.
You know, back to Hayward, obviously his first NBA contract was subject to the rookie wage scale, but his second contract, 4-year max deal. So whatever the Haywards have done as far as agent vetting, it's paid off.
Muhammad, he's checked in for Levine. Timberwolves trail by 7. Miller kicks to Zhang. To the paint. Here's Wiggins. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponent.
Free throw good. Wiggins. Free throw's good for Wiggins.
Even though they're trailing, they're having some success from the foul line here, and that could go a long way towards getting them back into it.
Stockton kicks to Hood. Back to Stockton. Passes it to Lyons. Nice ball movement by Utah. They set the pick. To the middle. Up off the screen. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And pulls out with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Miller kicks to Zhang. To the inside. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Zhang. And that's 17 points for Andrew Wiggins. Utah's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. 34 seconds left in the first half. The pass to Lyles. No good off the front iron. The Timberwolves shooting 53% in the second quarter. Good ball movement, yielding good looks. Muhammad with it. George picks him up. Here's Dang. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
Old-fashioned, isn't it, my man? Old-fashioned. Pound the rock basketball, and it is definitely working for them.
And Stockton, here we go. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Utah out in front, leading by 3. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, I'm here with Kevin Garnett. And Kevin, how does this team navigate the ups and downs and pressure to come out and win games like this one that you're in the middle of here tonight?
Nothing's easy. You know, we do it together. We don't do it individually. And when we do, we look bad. But when we do it together, we look pretty darn good.
KG, thank you for the time. Guys, he's always preaching team.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. And Kenny, let's get your input on the Jazz.
Well, they're playing some unselfish basketball here tonight, Ernie. Guys aren't trying to take the defense 1-on-5. They're moving the basketball and finding the open man. And then, of course, the open man is finishing. So no problem here tonight.
Shaq, what you think about Minnesota?
The big positive, I think their points in the paint. They were determined to work the ball inside of Ernie. It worked. It's always worked. I got 4 rings. I know it works for a fact. That's why they call me Dr. O'Neal, because I'm a master at being dominant on the inside. Anyway, you got to keep that going, because that will continue to open things up for them on the perimeter.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
And the approach of that first half was an aggressive one. Take it to the teeth of the defense, put them on the heels, and you're either going to score or get to the line.
And mostly he's been getting to the line, guys. I mean, he has the free throw total to show for it, as well as the bumps and bruises.
So on the floor for Minnesota, in the backcourt, Rubio and Muhammad. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Garnett, and it's Towns in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Muhammad, 6 on the shot clock. Wiggins drives in. That's good. Wiggins has got the first field goal of the second half for the Timberwolves.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple. That would have been lucky had it fallen for shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Garnett with the screen on Hayward. Rubio. Shot clock at 5. And Muhammad kicks to Wiggins for the lead. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Here's the monster, covered by Rubio. Hayward passes to the monster. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Hayward against Rubio. Top of the key, Garnett. Back to Rubio. There's a good screen. To tie. That's good. Rubio's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
Here's the monster. He's got 16. Hayward outside. Here's the monster. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. 18 points for the monster.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Rubio against Hayward. Rubio dishes to Towns.
Over the last 10 games, you can see where the Timberwolves rank in the league. 3rd in fast break points, 5th in field goal percentage. And they also show up as a top 5 3-point shooting team. I mean, that's tall cotton there. Elite level marksmanship from behind the arc.
And you look at it, they've been running that fast break to perfection. Great quickness and stamina, and the determination really to attack and look for easy buckets in transition.
And Towns drops them both. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's the monster. He's got 18. Pass to Silk. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy buckets.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
They've been ineffective in this one. Just no slowing down for Silk. He's got 8 points and 3 blocks. He's been an intimidator down low. Even if a shot gets over him, he's pulling down the board.
And Clark, he's just in a total zone right now. We talk about zones for shooting. This guy's in a zone in terms of controlling the paint.
Minnesota calls timeout. We've seen the monster really having a great game.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they've got to figure out how to contain him.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He wants to see renewed effort from them on the offensive glass. He talked about the second chance points that are out there if they work for them. He also communicated to his players that he wants to see them consistently feeding the ball into the low post to get their bigs some easy looks. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments.
It's great to hear from you, Doris.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
That's good. And it's 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's the monster, covered by Rubio. A shot by Hayward, wide open. The offensive rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Wiggins kicks to Rubio. Back to Wiggins. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 5 assists in the game.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
And that is good.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to get.
On the wing, Wiggins. Here's Muhammad. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And take a look at some numbers for Doc. Over the last month, getting it done. He's averaging 10 points a game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Muhammad. Both good from the line that time. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's the monster. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket. Timberwolves trail by 3. Now, here's Rubio. He's got 7. To the inside. Here's Wiggins. No good. And Utah for the win. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. Here's the monster. 20 points for him. It is now to Gobert. Here's the monster. Covered by Rubio. Passes to Doc. Here's Silk. A second chance effort. And Utah again with the bucket. Here is Rubio. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 6 points in the quarter. Utah leading by 3. Here's the monster. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
George is checked in for Gobert. And a change for the Timberwolves. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Kevin Garnett. Here's the monster, covered by Rubio. George passes to Doc. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Hammer dishes to Rubio. He feeds it to Pekovic, and the shot is good. Now just a 1-point Utah lead. For Utah, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter.
And guys, for Nikola Pekovic, NBA scouts said he needed work on his shot coming in, yet he's winning from mid-range at times, especially at the charity stripe. One of the best free throw shooting bigs we have in our league.
Three-pointer, Hayward. The shot's good on the assist by Jordan. And that's now 11 points for Gordon Hayward.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Rebound, Utah. Lamance's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And back to Pekovic at the free throw line. Clark, he has consistently been around 75% for his career.
And Kevin, last season he got that number up to 84%. And he also gives you really good effort in the paint. on both ends of the floor.
Here's Rubio after the basket by Utah. There's a screen. Out to the right wing. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Rebound, Utah.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And stolen by Wiggins. Bekovic with the screen for Wiggins. Here's Muhammad. Rebound, Utah. The Monsters got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Silk. And that one is stopped right through.
Well played right there. I mean, there's no question who has the momentum.
Greg, the lead appears to be heading north, if you will.
Now, here's Rubio. He has 7. Feeds to Towns. Will it go? And there's the whistle. Fouled hard, and the shot will go to the line. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second-chance points in the league.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second-chance opportunities.
He misses the free throw. A different look for Utah. Isle comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Stockton subbed in for Doc. Timberwolves also changing it up. Jang, he's checked in for Wiggins. And Miller subbed in for Ricky Rubio. They can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
Not a typical trip to the line for him there. He had been knocking them down.
Now here's Stockton. Muhammad covering. Stockton passes to Wiles. Here's the monster. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Wiles. From beyond the arc. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Minnesota calls timeout.
You know, one thing we saw a lot of last season during the playoffs was the hack-a-shack plan, pretty much purposely fouling a poor free throw shooter. A lot of differing opinions on it, as it wasn't fun to watch for the viewers, but many feel it's a legitimate part of the game if it works.
And Utah making a change here. Hood's checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Rubio's checked in. Bekovic against George. Now here's Muhammad. He's tightly guarded. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Muhammad's got 4 points in the quarter.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Utah leading by 9. Stockton kicks to Hood. And the foul called on Andre Miller. That's his first foul. Utah with the ball. Stockton passes to Silk. Fader on the way. Rubio with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 9. He kicks to Bekovic. Ahmed with it. Picked up by Stockton. Jang. Excellent D there from George. Utah has gotten the free ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Stockton kicks to Hood. This one for 3. Can't get it to go. And Minnesota will come the other way. They get to take on the Blazers of Portland after this one. It'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now here's Stockton. Here's the screen. At the elbow, it's George. 5 on the clock. Minnesota with the rebound. Now Miller. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. 1:21 left to play in the third. And here's Stockton. Now the pass to Lyles. Here's Hood. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And Stockton, here we go. Another miss by Utah.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Miller kicks to Rubio. Puts it up from 17. Good. He hits the jump shot. Rubio's got 9.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Hood kicks to George. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
And it's Rubio penetrating. And it's sent back by George. Here's Silk. He's got 14. Pass to Lyles. The jump hook, and the shot is long. And we've reached the end of the third. Utah leads by 5. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Ahmed with it. Hayward out there with Lyles. And it's Rudy Gobert. And there's Doc. And it's the monster in at the point. That's the group right now for Utah. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Miller.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there. And a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And stolen by Jang. Hayward against Miller. Jang with a screen on Hayward. Miller kicks to Garnett. Utah with the rebound. The Monsters got 5 rebounds tonight to the left side wing. Here is Doc, guarded by Garnett. 3-pointer, Hayward. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. That's him 5 for 12 so far.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
And here's Wiggins after Gordon Hayward hitting the 3. Good.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those close-range rhythm shots.
And so it's Utah here with the ball, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Passes it to the Monster. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
And where I say, Greg, it's a simple deduction. They want things to be easy on themselves here late. Make sure he has the ball.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Utah.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
First one falls for him. And for Gorgie Jang, an intelligent guy with strong physical attributes, gigantic arm span, but extremely raw skill-wise.
Yeah, his game still needs plenty of polish on both ends of the floor. But I really felt like he took a huge leap last season, and he has the intensity along with that work ethic to continue to grow.
Here's the Monster. The pass to Doc. And it's a foul called on Dodd. That'll be his second foul of the game.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 4.
You know, on the topic of James, he did improve in practically every category in year 2. Offensively, though, he still looked a bit mechanical. And on defense, he still went for too many head fakes, but you've got to like his upside.
And it's Wiggins missing. Utah is shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. The monster passes to Lyles. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him.
And talking about Gorgie Jang, he recorded 22 points and 21 rebounds in the game his rookie season. Amazingly, it was the first ever 2020 game by our Timberwolves rookie. The Wolves, of course, once home to Kevin Garnett and Kevin Love, so that's pretty good company.
Shots good by Lyles.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Miller against Hayward. Garnett, the screen. To the left wing. Shoots off the screen. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Muhammad.
He's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Utah calls timeout. Find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
Silks checked in for Utah. Fires from the corner, and Hayward gets it to go. Hayward's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Garnett, the screen. Inside. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Shabazz Muhammad in this one, 12 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times the game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Andre Miller. That one misses. Utah leading by 5. Here's the monster. To the paint. Gobert with a wide open look. That one off the back iron and out. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Wiggins dishes to Rubio. Kicks to Towns. Now here's Wiggins. He's covered closely. Here's Garnett. Shot is off. And Utah the other way now. Here's the monster. Out to Hayward for the 3. In for his 7th pick in 13 tries.
He is sizzling from the arc.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Rubio outside. Wiggins right side. That's in. Coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 8th assist here tonight. The monster passes to Silk. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark for Minnesota. They've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. The feed now to Wiggins. Jacks up a 3. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
3-pointer, Hayward. Muhammad grabs the board. Muhammad's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Rubio kicks to Muhammad. Drills Here's the three-pointer.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Utah's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. The monster passes to Phil. And right away, the Nets are with a three-pointer of their own.
And they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Rubio dishes to Garnett. They set the pick. Back to Rubio. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
Down low, here's Hayward. Terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in. Hayward's got 21 in the game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Minnesota calls timeout. We've seen the monster really having a great game.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Utah's on defense. It's a 5-point game. Wiggins drives in, and that one's good. 26 points for him.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Here's the monster. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. That one is on Towns.
Wow, this game just a commanding performance for the monster. 22 points and 14 assists as we've seen. He's showing us those quick hands today, both when he has the ball and when he doesn't.
Clark, you love the fact that he's a terrific distributor, but also, how about those defensive instincts? That's also been excellent today.
Good on both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Rubio outside. Top of the key. Garnett kicks to Towns. He dishes it to Wiggins. And he nails that one right through the net. Wiggins has got 11 points here in just the second half. Utah leading by 3. The monster passes to Silk. Here's the monster. Gobert the screen. Here's Silk. Minnesota with the rebound.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That'll be his second foul of the game. Dishes to Wiggins. Elbow shot is on the way. And again, it's Minnesota.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Utah's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Here's the monster. Gobert the screen. Here's the monster. And he dunks it after the pick. Frees him up.
It really epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Hayward can't hit.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate and embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a core leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him. He has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a really great game. How about you
He looked a little hobbled out there for a minute.
So it's Utah now after the missed three from Rubio. Here's Silk. He slaps it down right on top of Paul Anthony Towns.
He saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
Lazy defense there, though, fellas. Somebody's got to be willing to put their body on the line and try to impede his path there.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Here's the monster. Pass to Silk. From deep three-point range, again the miss by Hayward.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Here's Muhammad. Got a hand on it.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his muscle uniform.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
He's about right. But I still think that.
I see no birds. No. And down it goes. Got through off a wonderful listen.
He got hit for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're losing by 9. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Left to play here in the fourth. Left to the wing. That's in. Coming off an assist from Rubio. 18 points for Shabazz Muhammad. Utah leading by 7. Now the dish to Hayward. Passes it to the monster. From past the arc. And Gordon Hayward with the three. Hayward's got 26.
And he's looking to really stretch this lead out, even with the cushion they have. Still laying it flat.
And the Timberwolves call timeout. They're behind by 10. A minute 20 left in the fourth. George is checked in for Utah. Dishes to Rubio. He's looking for Wiggins and finds him. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give them any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
At the line for 2.
And so he makes both from the line. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Hayward against Rubio. Here's Garnett. Can't hit. And Utah the other way now.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
And Rubio kicks to Muhammad. Here's Wiggins. Good on the baseline, Jay. Wiggins has got 34. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside for George. Gets the first, that will put them up by 9. one falls, so he hits both of them.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 10. 23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, they can game plan all they want, but unless they can put more time on the clock, I think this bad boy's over.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what they hope to get accomplished with this timeout here.
Garnett, the screen. Here's Levine. Misses the three. Here's the monster. So it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Now let's take this opportunity to check out our Jordan Player of the Game.
His play at the point was a major factor in this win. Their ball movement was terrific, and that all stemmed from him. His brilliant passing was contagious. He had 17 assists. Yes, count them, 17. You can see why they want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You get jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.